Welcome to Budget Beauty, where I help you look flawless for less. Welcome back. Welcome to part 2 of my makeup declutter. We're going to finish out the declutter today. If you missed part 1, I will link it down below for you. And as a reminder, everything I decluttered is available for sale. It is down in the description box. If you buy a certain number of products, I'll ship it for free. I just want all of this makeup I'm decluttering to go to a good home and not in the trash can. So if you're interested, everything is down below, along with my favorite beauty boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video, if you would like to recreate this look. And of course, come follow me on TikTok for a little bit more beauty on a budget. So let's jump in to this declutter. As promised, part 2 of makeup declutter, we've got bronzers. And again, just like highlights, just like face palettes, I have way too many. So let's go through and declutter some of these bronzers. Let's start with the couple that I have from Melt. So I have the shade Malibu. This is really pretty. It is a little bit redwood toned for me. It doesn't go as well with my skin tone as I was hoping that it would. So I think since I've only used this a couple times, I am going to declutter. Also from Melt, I have the shade Long Beach, which is also just not the right shade of bronzer for me. So I'm going to declutter. I have a couple of the Juvia's Placed bronzed palettes. I have the medium. This is actually really pretty. I like this on my skin when I am not tan. So in the winter and the fall, this is perfect for me. So I definitely want to hang on to it. Plus the formula is really nice. And then I also have the tanned, and this is better for me in the summer. And since we're entering summer, this will come in handy, so I'm keeping. The brand Poudlard, which is a Korean skincare brand. I have this highlight. It's actually really pretty, but this is just a cool tone that I have a million times over in my collection, so I'm going to declutter. I have this little baby from Real Her. This is the Bronzed Beauty Highlight. I actually really like this, and this is the perfect size for travel, so I'm keeping. My iconic London highlight, I have this in my project pan, so I've been working on panning this. You can see I have quite the dip going on, so I'm gonna keep this to use it up. From Kimchi Chic, I have Thaler Bronze. I really love this highlight. This is such a beautiful, beautiful highlight and such a great formula, so I am keeping. A couple single bronzers from Complex Culture. These are nice. They're just not the right color for me. So if you have a lighter skin tone, these would be perfect for you. So I'm going to declutter this one. From Essence, I have the Matte Bronzing Powder. I do actually like this bronzer. It's cool tone, but it's perfect for my skin tone. So I'm actually going to keep this. From Tarte, I have the famous Park Avenue Princess Highlight. I never reach for this. I just don't love it for my skin. So I am actually going to sell this one as well. Then I have Makeup Revolution's bronzer in Warm. And again, I prefer the Essence over the Makeup Revolution, so I'm going to declutter. From Shades by Shan, I have the Walnut Bronzer. Now this, when I first got it, I was like, oh no, that is way too yellow. It's actually really pretty, and I'll use it a lot, so I'm going to keep. From Bare Minerals, I have the Warmth Bronzer, and again, you can see I get a lot of use out of this one, so I want to keep it in my collection. From NYX, I have Matte Bronzer in Deep Tan. I actually like the formula of this one a lot. You know what? This one and the Essence, I feel like I only need to keep one of them. You know what? I'm going to declutter the Essence and keep the NYX. From Ciate London, I have the bronzer South Beach. I actually use this one quite a bit as well, so I'm keeping. From Real Her, I have a full size of Bronze Beauty. So I have the small one and the full size. I want to keep them both. Again, the small one I like to take for travel, and then this one I use on the daily. From Benefit, I have Hoola. I know this is such a popular bronzer. I don't like this. The formula is really nice. It's just not right for my skin tone. So I am going to list this one down below. So if you've wanted Hoola bronzer or it's a favorite of yours, it'll be linked down below. Now I have a couple from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I have Top Down. I really like the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer, so I'm going to keep both. So I have Top Down and I have Vitamin D. This one's a little bit lighter, so I use it when my skin is a little lighter. This is more of a summer bronzer. And then I also have two from LYS, and I'm going to keep both of them as well. So this one's a little bit deeper, and then this one's a little bit lighter. Again, it covers all of the seasons. So I am keeping 14 bronzers, and we're decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So over half. Yay me of what I'm keeping. So the keep pile and the listed down below for you to add to your collection pile. All right, you guys, moving on to cream blush. Oh, this is like so daunting. There's so many. So from the brand Rose Inc, I have the blush Delphine. This is really pretty. I love a good tangy orange kind of coral cream blush. And I just got this in a Sephora kit, so I want to hang on to it. I've actually been trying to use this one up from Flower Beauty. It is such a pretty kind of coral color. And now that we're into summer, Raspberry Crush is going to be in my project pan. Now from Nude Sticks, I have the cream blush in Sunkissed. I've actually never even used this, so this one I am going to declutter. I think this is a Rare Beauty cream blush. I think it's either that or like REM Beauty. It's in the shade Venetian. I never reached for this. It's more of a serum blush. It's brand new, so I'm going to declutter. I actually have another one here from Nude Sticks in Rosy Posy. Again, I haven't even used this one either, and I have this color time and time again. So since it's brand new, it'll be linked. I'm going to declutter. From Rude Cosmetics, this is actually a really pretty kind of deep plum. I don't have another one like this, I don't think, in my collection, so I'm going to keep it. From ColourPop, the shade is not on here. Oh, yes, it is. I have the cream blush stick Under Pressure. Now, this is really pretty. I just don't reach for it. And I just don't want it sitting around in my collection, so I'm going to declutter. From Jaclyn Cosmetics, I'm 100% keeping this. This is so pigmented. Like, I really use just the tiniest bit, but it is such this pretty bright pink. And again, kind of a unique color in my collection. My NYX blush stick, I love this. There's 2 different blushes in here. I use this one a lot, and I like to have it on hand for drugstore release, for drugstore cream blush. From Well People, I have a kind of pinky blush. I've never used this. It's brand new, so I am going to declutter. I have another Sunkissed from Nude Sticks. So I actually have 2. And really, I've never used either of them. So there will be 2 Sunkissed cream blushes from Nude Sticks available. This one from Flower Beauty is similar to this one from Flower Beauty. This is really old. Like, I've had this for several years. I feel like it's time for it to go in the trash. So I am going to go ahead and toss it. I have 2 more blush sticks from ColourPop. I don't know the shades. It's not listed on the packaging. One is a little bit more of a kind of orangey peach, and then we have a little bit deeper shade. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter both of these. And then I have this one from ColourPop. This one I'm actually going to keep just because it's a deeper shade and not one that I have 1,000 times in my cream blushes. I have this little baby guy from AOA Cosmetics, and this is more of a brown cream blush, which I don't really have a lot of, so I want to hang on to it. I have a couple from Melt. I have Golden Hour, which I absolutely love, so I'm keeping. And then I also have Honey Thief, which I love even more than Golden Hour, so this one is staying as well. I have a couple here from Fenty Beauty. I have Peach Face, and I really do love this one. It is such a tangy orange blush. I definitely want to hang on to it. And then I also have Summertime Wine, which is a more wine-colored blush. You know what? It's pretty similar to this one from ColourPop, so I think I'm gonna keep the Fenty one. The compact is smaller, it's easier to store, and I'm going to list the one from ColourPop down below. From NYX, I have Sweet Cheeks in this bright orange. I love this. This is one of my favorite orange cream blushes, so I'm keeping. And then I have from MCO Beauty. This is actually a really pretty cream blush, but I have this one, this color a few times, so I'm going to declutter. And then from e.l.f., I have the little mini blush stick. I actually really like this one because it's a little bit of a shimmery blush, kind of an iridescent blush, so I am going to hang on to this one. Also from e.l.f., I have a couple other cream blushes. I'm gonna keep both of these. I really love the e.l.f. cream blush formula, and these 2 colors are my go-tos. I have a cream blush from Milani, and I love this color. It's so beautiful. The thing has to take the labels off the bottom, but it is this bright coral blush. This is a bright pinky peach blush. I must keep it. I also love Tower 28 cream blushes, so I'm gonna keep all of these as well. I have Office Hours, Magic Hour, and Power Hour. And I actually love all of these. Tower 28 is one of my favorite cream blush formulas. From Seraphine Botanicals, I have this little lip and cream palette. These are really, really nice quality, but I never reach for them. I said I typically reach for single cream blushes. So I'm going to declutter this one. It's Primrose and Cream. And then I have this larger one, which is Rhubarb and Rose. Also very, very beautiful. I have quite a few Tarte cream blushes. So I have one that's a mix of Berry Bliss and Grace Bay. So it's a half and half, and you can actually use this as a cream blush or a cream contour. I've never used this. I've only swatched it. So I am going to list this for sale. If you love Tarte, this is your chance to get this at a really good deal. Also from Tarte, I have a full size of Peach Sunset. This one I've also only swatched, and I have a small of Peach Sunset as well. So I am going to keep the large and declutter the small. I have two from LYS. I'm actually going to keep both of these. I really like the LYS cream blush formula. That and Tower 28 are probably my favorites. Dominique Cosmetics, I have the Warm Peach. This is a really pretty peach color. I've never used this, only swatched it, and I have this color over and over again. So this one I will declutter. I have the Natasha Denona Cupid Cheek Duo. This is actually a cream blush and a highlight. This one I really like to take for travel because I have a highlighter and a cream blush in one. So I am keeping. And then also from Natasha Denona, I have the Rose Cheek Duo, which is just a little smaller version. Again, fantastic for travel, and a little bit lighter cream blush and a little bit more icy highlight. All right, so I'm keeping 23 cream blushes, and I'm decluttering 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yay me. That's almost half of my, actually, it's over half of my cream blushes. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you guys to have the opportunity to use these because the cream blushes are really great. I had way too many. And this one, really excited to add this to my project pan. Lastly, powder blushes. So we're going to do some decluttering. Let's start with these larger ones first. So from one size, I have the Cheek Clapper. I love this. I use this a lot actually. There's a cream blush, a powder blush, and a blush topper, a blush highlight. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. These are my favorite colors, so keeping. I have a couple from Complex Culture. I am going to go ahead and declutter both of these. Now, don't get me wrong. I have used these quite a few times. They're really nice. They even give you directions on how to use them, but I have so many blushes. I have to be a little bit ruthless. So I'm going to declutter that one and then this one. And don't forget, they'll all be down below if you're interested. From Juvia's Place, I have the Volume 5. I love this. I love this bright pink. I mean, literally Real Estate Barbie pinks keeping. And then I have Volume 1, which is a little bit more of a purpley blush and an orange blush. I feel like I have a lot of orange blushes, so I feel like I can let this one go. From Miss Young, I have this beautiful blush. This is a really nice formula. It's just kind of a basic rose-colored blush, so I'm going to declutter. I have one from Ofra. This is the Blush Duo in Chiclet. This is really pretty. There's a blush and a glowy blush, so I want to hang on to this one. I have 4 from Melt. So first I have Lynx, and this is really pretty, but it's just not a color I reach for. It's a little bit on the browner side. These are blush lights, so they do have a little bit of shimmer. They're really pretty. I mean, I recommend Melt blushes a lot. I just don't reach for this one, so this one will be available down below. And then I have that same color again. I actually have 2 of those, so I'm going to go ahead and list both of these down below. Then I have the shade Pink Sand, and I do actually like this one, so I'm gonna hang on to it. Nevermore, I also use this one a lot. You can see there's a little bit of a dip in there, so I'm hanging on to that one as well. From Makeup Revolution in Blusher Reloaded, I have this really kind of fun bright pink blush. This is similar to what's in my Juvia's Place duo, so I'm going to declutter. From Manicadar, this is a pretty blush, but I never use it. I mean, the pan embossing is absolutely beautiful, so I will link this. So this one I'm going to declutter. From Essence, I have the blush. Now this one I actually do use quite a bit, so I'm going to hang on to it. And then from MAC, I'm going to hang on to this one as well. It's in the shade Melba. This is another one I reach for a lot. From LA Colors, I have Peachy Keen. This is a dollar store blush. You guys, it's really old, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it. And then from She Glam, I have this little duo. This is honestly really, really pretty. It is a blush and highlight duo. I just never use it. Like, I put my blush on, put my highlight on, and then realize, oh, I could have just used this duo. And because it's so beautiful, I am going to list it down below. From Unearthly, I have Tangy. This is my favorite orange blush in the world, so keeping. From NYX, I have this bright pink Sweet Cheeks. I really, really like this blush a lot, so I'm going to hang on to it as well. From ColourPop, I have Flower Power. This is so cute. It is more of a shimmery pink blush. It's kind of a unique color in my collection, so I want to hang on to this one. And then from Glamlight, my Strawberry Shortcake blush. I love it. It's like a bright pastel pink, so fun. From Araceli, I have this little duo. This is really pretty and the formula is great. I just never think to use it, so I'm going to declutter. Same with this one from Orza. This is a kind of an ombre blush. It's actually beautiful, but I have all of these colors so many times over. From Bare Minerals, I have Call Me Blush. This is similar to my MAC and my, what was it, Essence. Oh, my Essence. So I'm going to declutter this one. I have my little e.l.f. duo that has a highlight and a blush. Same thing as the other duo. I never reach for it, so decluttering. From Lottie London, I love this blush. This is in the shade Haze. It's kind of an ombre, like bright peachy pink. I love this. I use this a lot, so I'm hanging on to it. And then from Ofra, I have Chameleon, which is one of my favorite shades from Ofra, from their blushes, so I'm keeping. And then I have two of the Super Shock blushes from ColourPop. I have Too Cool for School. This is a little bit of a brown, and you can see I have quite a dip in there. So because I decluttered the brown shade from Melt, I'm going to keep this one from ColourPop. And then I also have the shade Sounds Great, which is kind of a purple color. Love this one as well. You can see there's quite a dip, so I'm keeping. All right, so I kept 15 powder blushes and decluttered 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So almost half of my powder blushes. I'm really happy about that because I have so many blush palettes as well. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of my makeup declutter. Again, everything is for sale. It is linked. Everything is for sale. It's listed down below for you in the description box, along with my favorite beauty boxes, all of the makeup that I'm wearing in today's video, if you would like to recreate this look. And of course, come follow me on TikTok for a little bit more beauty on a budget. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.